Haven't seen a Sentinel in lane for a while right now. Enigma, of course, does has his dagger. He's able to come in.
Here we go. Blink goes in.
RK, is the back going to get taken out? Echo goes up front. Yes, that's going to be so much trouble. They do back up. No damage is done. Lina gets taken down. What's so painful?
Great play, Black Hole holding them all in place here. What a great play by Nirvana CN, winning that battle off here. It's not over quite yet. They're still trying to push themselves back here. Deuce's in the mix. The man has popped off. Still trying to do enough damage as well as Silverbird Tresicky in the mix here. Another ES Fidget goes off and it will slowly push the team back here. But 3 heroes down for Ehome. Not the engagement they wanted.
Amazing initiation and from the ES right there. He does have a dagger. Even though, you know, they were losing at the moment, they did manage to save up for a dagger. Both he and Enigma has a dagger right now. Enigma is probably going to hop in with a Black Hole. He's going to jump straight in with her Echo. That is going to be so much trouble for Ehome at the moment. Medusa is still, you know, pretty stable though. He has his Mentor, he has his Lincoln. He's going to be able to survive. Probably he's going for Ehome next.
Yeah, he's going to try something like that. I just can't believe the fact that Ehome, they initiated that one, and straight away you knew, okay, we're going to get ourselves into the middle lane. There's going to be a lot of pressure being applied to us. Nirvana CN, they answered the call, they locked them down, and it all worked beautifully for them. So in the end, they did actually come on top of that fight. No casualties, I think, was the biggest thing for them. That's going to get them back in front of, well, not back in front, but at least coming a little bit closer on part here to Ehome's awesome start.
Well, with that engagement, you do see that they're back in the game. Even though it's 8-15 right now, they're pretty even, especially based on items. The support heroes, both the ES and the Enigma, they managed to get their daggers up pretty early. So we're just looking for a push for either one of the lanes right now, because I think Ehome should really start to push before the Sylar Bear does farm up. Otherwise, he'll be able to push out every lane that they try to push in.
She's making him push. We just saw Medusa down there on the bottom lane just having a great old time. Lane's now being pushed back over the river of the Sentinel side. Middle lane is the only one that's actually the exception to the rule right now, but that's going to be finished with Tinker TPing himself in.
I just feel like choking myself looking at his items. He has an Ehome, Lincoln, and he has a Mentor. I mean, if he owns his Mentor, do you see how much damage the Illusion was doing to the ES earlier? It's like the Illusion could take down the ES by itself.
You're not going to be able to stop this DOTA. Look at that split shot. The split shot's doing as much damage as a standard Medusa at this level on a single shot coming out. So much damage comes out. There goes the bottom tower. It's on the back of AAA once again. I think that's like his 3rd tower for the game so far. So even more gold going on the back of him. He will complete that butterfly even sooner. Maybe even Aretha. It'll be butterfly coming on through. And they will literally just rip this line up. And of course, look at this forced defense. 1, 2, 3 heroes down there on the bottom lane for the Sentinel, forced to push it back out.
Well, the Baby Bear is pretty close to Radiance right now. He does have the Sacred Relic on him. Looking at the Witch Doctor items, he's still going, on support items. He does not have an Urn yet, which you see it's really popular on Witch Doctor nowadays. So not much going on at the moment. Just gonna try to see what happens later on, probably in 35 minutes. Witch Doctor is gonna move out.
Oh, you know it's there. You know it's there. They were going Roche. They knew it. The shackle goes off. It holds 2 in place with a stun from Sven. Will delay the attack going on through. Roshan, he is still actually being going through. In comes Enigma. Black Hole goes off. Roche is not dead. He's still in the mix here. They're still attacking right outside Roshan, who's got beastic of health. Having gone down. They're still attacking. Still there. Witch Doctor ulti still bouncing off. He's now been stunned. They will bring down AAA. This is a big battle here. Coming up for Nirvana CN. The stun going through. Lina trying to escape. The blink, the stuns, Enigma. Lina's gone. That's 3 down right now. Deuce is still hanging around as well as Tinker. But wow, you knew who they're going for. You know who they're going to finish off. And they're going to get the Aegis the Immortal and really push it.
Aegis, they're probably going to go on the bear. The bear does have the Aegis. He's going to be really tank in any situation. He can die in an engagement. He just gonna run in. Oh, the bird is cute. Yeah, there goes the courier.
It was scouting before that battle. I think they just lost control of it.
Well, the Medusa is not phased though. Do you remember this happened to Ehome yesterday? They did lose their engagement before the 40-minute mark, but by 50 minutes mark, it was really clear who was gonna win, because the support heroes just managed to pull off enough time to let their carry farm, which is AAA Moslings. Now his Medusa is doing the same. He is just farming. He's gonna have a lot of items. So as long as his supporters don't die too much, as long as his support teammates don't die too much, they are gonna be able to come out on top. He does manage to find out. Like, you're winning engagement, but don't forget the Medusa is like TPing everywhere and free farming every lane.
Yeah, he really is, and of course that is going to be the biggest thing. Like you can win a battle like that, you can grab the Aegis Immortal, you can try and push out with your Syllabear, but you're still going to get pushed on all lanes by Tinker. Visage is going to be that rock of salvation with his mech, with the Hood of Defiance as well, just keeping himself up even further. You go keep your eyes open for that blinking Sven, who's going to do all that perfect initiation, while DOTA is just holding everyone off while doing massive amounts of damage coming out as well.
This is quite amazing. The Windrunner has managed to get an arcade during 33 minutes, even when they're losing earlier on.
Yeah, it's just great fun because you know that does come out. If you've ever seen China teams play, you just know how much farm can literally just come out of a single couple of hits, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to actually watch. It's an elegant way to actually play at the moment. It's Enigma just trying to hold up this mid lane. There goes the Rockets, just exposing at the moment the two heroes on the opposite side of the river. As Tinker obviously hangs around that middle lane. They want to try and keep this push going at the moment, while Windrunner showing herself up there on the top lane. YS still farming up while all this is happening, but there's no big push coming out from either of the lanes right now. Bottom lane still a bear. Radiance is on top of him, now actually completed on top of the bear as well. Be very, very careful of that one. It was pushing out the bottom lane just before as well, but there's a lot of pressure now being applied to Ehome. They need to push back. They've got the tank ability to do so. They've got the damage to do so as well, and I think it's a bit of a ruffle fissure just then. It basically wish Dr. blocked out by EES, but still.
You know, AAA reminds me of Loda when he was at his peak, and he was like one of the most imba players. They always say like, if Loda has 600 gold and you have 600 gold, he has more money than you. This is exactly how I feel about the Medusa right now. He has a Butterfly, a Lincoln, and Mental in 34 minutes. Normally at 34 minutes, any other normal player would just have maybe one of the 3 items that he has, but not all 3 for sure.
That is just amazing, the fact that obviously with those even just taking damage like that, they know it's not the real one, but they are illusions killing that bottom lane.
So sick.
That wasn't the damage that the illusions brought out is more than enough.
They're going to try to push up middle right now because the Silent Bear does have double damage, and he has the Radiance on his baby bear.
Yeah, it won't last much longer though. I wouldn't be surprised if DOTA actually goes up for a Radiance as well. She's going to live through that battle. The Radiance effect will last for as long as they possibly can as well.
I so definitely can't tell who is going to win, because looking at the items that both teams have, it's actually pretty even. I mean, look at the Enigma.
Yeah, 11 to 16. Like, but both teams have their own strengths right now through different pushing powers, through different strength heroes, through the different initiators. There's a lot both teams can actually do right now. I still can't believe the last 2 team fights. Ehome had great times until those last 2 team fights when Nirvana CN literally just took over from the top, and that is just something which they got to really, really worry about. And the fact that still Syllabear runs around with that Aegis Immortal on top, when this team fight happens, they're fighting 6. They're not fighting 5.
Well, the VC is probably going to get pipe soon. That will help his team a lot. Medusa with the mana shield and the pipe, she's going to be able to go into engagement without having to worry about her life, because the VC also does have mecha, and with the stun support from his teammates, he's going to be able to survive in engagement, deal so much damage. Hopefully, you know, they were able to take down the Medusa first. But what I think they'll do is they will like try to disable the Medusa and just ignore her and go for like his teammates first. Silent Bear coming in trying to take a level 2 tower. Medusa is going to try to defend this.
Oh, look at DOTA, pops off the Manta, wants to have a go. Spirit Bear was already the first target, wants to bring that bear down. In fact, will actually do so as well. Now is there a shackle? Is power? Rocket's coming in from the backside. The Medusa still trying to hold this tower. YS comes back in again. Rocket still following her from Ticket from the backside. Still no march the machines. The Familiars are hanging around in the area, but I don't think actually going to do any damage. Triple A still holding onto this tower. It's being attacked. There's no real damage, and I don't think Nirvana CN have the confidence to push this tier 2 tower at the moment.
They're so afraid of him.
They are. They just
back off. They just completely back off when they saw him.
They just know there's going to be massive DPS, and you can't bring them down fast enough.
You need to remember that Enigma and I mean the Sentinel team does have like better engagers. They have the Enigma with the Black Hole and the BKB at the moment with a dagger, and also the ES with Echo. So if they manage to start an engagement without getting caught, they will actually win the engagement, which was what we saw earlier on for the last 2 fights.
Yeah, it was also interesting to see just then. Tinker, I think, fired off almost 4 different sets of rockets up there on the top lane, pushing the Windrunner back, pushing all the heroes back. They just couldn't take it, and they couldn't fight the initial battle because they're already so low on HP. And that's the power of the Tinker as well. Look at YS on the bottom lane right now. He's still with the mech, finally not firing off the charge for it. They're still just holding onto that mech for the moment. He's there for the heal. It will heal up his neighboring allies as well, but it's just one of those things like, it's just damaging so much just from the simple push. DOTA now pushing this top lane all by herself as we see the Manta popping off just at the end of it, and now pushing on that tower on the top lane.
Well, even his illusion is doing so much damage to the tower. Look at that. I'm just like entertaining myself just looking at him farm.
Look at the ES Fissure. Those illusions are still actually hitting on top of the tower while the tower is taking. It's just so tanky. The illusions themselves, the Manta style is going to be so strong in those big group battles, and including the damage they continue to actually pump out just because of all the items they actually got at the moment. And DOTA still actually hasn't bought any new items. Like the only new items she's actually got is a TP scroll. That's literally it. The more AAA farms up, the more unstoppable he gets.
Yeah, you must remember though the Enigma Black Hole was stopped like once during the last 2 engagements, but now he does have the BKB. Once he managed to get in BKB Black Hole, the Earthshaker is gonna come in with an Echo. Windrunner is gonna follow up with a Shaker. Wind Shockler is gonna cast, put out a Melodic, and the Salabat is just gonna come in and eat away at anyone because his radius is giving him so much more damage on himself.
Yeah, now we see a bit more of a push. You were talking about the Radiance is now pushing up this middle lane. Support is there, Windrunner, ES, Enigma all hanging around. There's one attacking from the trees as well. So all 5 heroes were disabled for Nirvana CN there in that middle lane. Will the push be coming? Could this actually be the battle to try and take out this tier 2 tower in the middle lane of the Scourge? Radiance Bear still pushing on forward now. The Scylla Bear in his own form right there on the front lines. Windrunner power shots over the top, try and take out that creep wave. Now comes in pressure on the tier 2 tower. Medusa pops off the Manta Star. Missy Snake bouncing out. It will push this lane back. The Stone Gate is trying to hold the Scylla Bear back. He's really taking a lot of damage. ES Fissure buys him a bit of breathing space, waiting for the time. Now they'll still continue to take out this wave with the split shot going through. Rockets firing off, damaging those heroes, pushing them back. Tinker hasn't even actually opened up his arsenal just yet, but they defend this tower, and it's so hard to push when that Deuce is on the front line. Ehome are forcing Nirvana CN to initiate on that Deucer.
She was just standing there and waiting for them to come forward. If they decide to come in and stun, waste their stun, or come in and engage her, which was like I said, not what they want to do. They want to disable her and take down his teammates. They would definitely be caught up by...
Here we go again. Power shot goes off. Bear goes in straight away. Bouncing Sunflies up on AAA. It's bouncing between the familiars right now. Silverbear's to the middle. Where's the Enigma Black Hole? Is he going to come? Lena goes for a big stun, holding Silverbear in place. He's already gone down. 80 more fires off. They'll respawn on top of this tower right now. Can they get the kill off again? Silverbear's still alive. He gets into bear form nice and fast. Shackle shot biting them a bit of time now. Tinker now comes in again. They're pushing them